Welcome to the 2K Tournament of Champions presented by IGN's pre-show. I'm Eric Goldman, joined by Damian Mizdow. Damian, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is one of the things I look forward to every year.
There is so much going on with WrestleMania week here. How do you sort of process it all? Are they just bouncing all over the place?
You know, it's a crazy week, but it's the week you live for. You know what I mean? As a WWE superstar, we constant travel, constant on the go. Nice to be in the same city for, a whole week, and it's actually just great to be here with the atmosphere here at WWE Axxess and here at the Tournament of Champions, WWE 2K.
Now, this show, we're going to include an exclusive clip of the upcoming WWE 2K15 Path of the Warrior 2K Showcase DLC. We're going to have a live broadcast of the 2K Tournament of Champions finals. There's a ton going on here with this. The Warrior, Ultimate Warrior, obviously this iconic presence in WWE.
Yep.
It's just pretty cool for you to see that he's going to get this whole DLC package.
It's awesome. It's awesome. One of the best, most hallowed careers in the WWE, and now to be able to play that. And if you grew up as a fan of the Ultimate Warrior, it's going to be awesome to kind of relive that. And for also the fans that maybe a little bit younger that don't remember the Ultimate Warrior, what a good way to know about him, know about one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. Yeah. And to actually be able to get that interactive experience. So it's just great. And, WWE 2K, every year it's just better and better. The graphics are better. I remember going and getting scanned, and there was just so many cameras around me. It was really like something out of Star Wars or something like that.
Right.
But, you see the results, and it's just great.
Is that amazing for you when you become a video game character for the first time?
Yes. It's funny. They're wanting to be a WWE superstar my whole life. There were kind of like two things that I really took a step back and said, wow, I made it. Action figure. Yeah. Because I played with action figures when I was a kid. And then to be in a video game because played with video games when I was a kid. Right. So it's really, really cool, and to be yourself, to see yourself, it's just awesome.
Here you're saying how when I remember.
Absolutely. We use the term larger than life in our industry a lot, and Ultimate Warrior exemplified that. And what I saw, what WWE 2K15 has done, it really captures that, and it's just so authentic, and it's just a great way to get to know or get to revisit the Ultimate Warrior.
Mm-hmm. Is that a great thing about you're saying the video game is it's like you've made it part of it all, and one great thing is they mix in people from the past, present. Is that so fun for you to see and sometimes in the games you can have these matches,
fantasy matches?
Yeah.
I mean, like people talk about having fantasy matches all the time, and actually for years they have. And the great thing about this game is that you get to do that. Mm-hmm. You get to be someone from maybe the 80s versus a superstar today. Right. And it's great. It's just one of those awesome things. And again, like WWE 2K15 has trumped last year's game, and it's just, in my opinion, the best playing game visually, and as far as actual gameplay, it's nothing else comes close.
Do you guys in WWE, I know you're a competitive bunch, do you find yourself like playing these games, playing as yourself against each other?
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. Especially on the overseas tours, someone always brings an Xbox or PlayStation or something, and there's always tournaments going on.
Yeah. I do wonder about that, because obviously you can play as yourself, but is there sometimes temptation to play as some wildly different person?
There is. Sting is a big one. Yeah. And there's just so many superstars, past and present, and actually, as far as NXT, there was actually I heard an option in the game, which is, I mean. How can you beat that? It's
kind of cool when you can have a game that can take something like Warrior Story and NXT and really combine, everything we're saying as far as the past, present, and the future.
And the career mode where you can actually start at NXT, work your way to be a WWE superstar, and then just kind of go there and all the way to WrestleMania. So it's just great.
For this whole week, you've got all the fans. Is it just amazing to see their excitement about what's going on here?
It is. I mean, everywhere we go, and no matter what time of year it is, interacting with the fans is great. But WrestleMania week, they're coming from all over the planet, and they're excited. We're excited, and it is. It's so many people equate this. It's the Super Bowl of our industry. I don't like that, because this is so much bigger than the Super Bowl. Right. You know what I mean? In terms of an international event, it really is. WrestleMania has become an international event.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome to be a part of.
Now, we're going to see in a second, I know a minute or so, we're going to see the Path of the Warrior, a clip from it and see some gameplay from it. There's this whole story in here focused on, the career of the WWE Hall of Famer, Ultimate Warrior. Is there things that leap out to you as highlights, from his career?
Winning the Intercontinental title from the Honky Tonk Man in record time.
Yeah.
Honky Tonk Man was one of the longest reigning Intercontinental champions.
Yes,
and, Ultimate Warrior to just come down and, had his music and just the energy and just beat him that quick. And it really kind of elevated the Warrior. And, of course, WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan, which was just awesome. You know, like who is going to forget that? And it's just, again, as a superstar, you cannot deny the Ultimate Warrior's contribution to our industry.
Right.
And, on so many different levels. And, in my opinion, a great choice for the game. You
mentioned 2 big matches there of Warrior, and, we can reveal here that there's going to be several matches in the DLC from the Warrior's career, and those 2 are 2 of them.
There we
exciting. That
absolutely
was a lot. Is this something?
I was, yes. I was. I remember, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Not to date myself, but yeah. I mean, and I was a fan of all the WWE games. So.
Okay, so I think we're going to go into the video now in a second, and we should also mention that there's a lot of stuff about this DLC. We've got you got a bunch of playable WWE Hall of Famers, Warrior, of course, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, the Macho King, Randy Savage, special moment here.
It's going on right there, Again, and who can forget that? That was the retirement match.
Yeah, this was the retirement match. So this is the Macho King. We have to refer to him by his proper title here.
Yes.
Taking on Warrior, and just 2 guys who you couldn't be more sort of in your prime with these 2 at this point.
Yeah.
And Macho Man, I'm going to call him Macho Man at the moment.
Okay.
I don't want to disrespect him here. Had a very illustrious career, but that was the thing about Warrior was he was coming in here and he was taking on all the top guys. Just from the get-go.
And what a great match that was.
This was an excellent match. A very memorable one for a lot of people. We should also mention there's some other playable WWE legends in the DLC. We've got Honky Tonk Man, Rick Rude, Colonel Mustafa. And then there's some playable superstars, some guys you might be familiar with, Undertaker and a gentleman named Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yes.
And a little more we can tell you here about the DLC. It's got access to WWE Hall of Fame ring announcers Howard Finkel and WWE managers Jimmy Hart, Bobby Heenan, Paul Bearer, Sid Justice, General Adnan, and we should mention Sensational Sherry because she's.
I was going to say
there.
at ringside with the same dress she had on at that match. I remember. Yeah.
That's what's so great about this is it really puts you right back in there down to what everything was wearing.
Yeah.
Warriors, would always wear these amazing costumes that had imagery of the people he was fighting.
Yes, and it's just awesome. I'm actually reliving my childhood right now as we speak on camera.
I believe this is where he wore, and I actually think you can see this here at Axxess, the knee pads that had Macho Man's face on them.
Yep, you can.
What would you think if you got into the ring to face someone, and you're pretty good with the mimicry as it is, but if you got to face someone and they had your face on their gear?
I'd be a little creeped out.
Yeah.
And it would definitely be a psychological advantage that that opponent had on me.
Yeah. And he'd go pretty far with it, Warrior. His costume design was extremely memorable.
Yes.
And, obviously here we are seeing specifically, this was WrestleMania 7, Warrior versus Macho King. But there's going to be plenty others that you can play in this game. Again, you happen to mention a couple of them. SummerSlam 88, which was the Warrior versus Honky Tonk Man, extremely memorable when Warrior came in and made his name in a big way. And then WrestleMania 6, which was the Warrior versus Hogan match.
Yep.
For us, Warrior versus Hogan is. I think we should remind some of the younger viewers. We almost never saw that. It's like we never saw these 2. Like just ultimate, top guys.
Icons just going at it.
Yeah.
And, it was, and you know what? I think.
Okay, we're going to go into the tournament in a second here, and we're going to start to see a little bit more as we've got these competitors. This has been whittled down to 8 people.
I believe, and they've been competing over the last several days.
Yeah. Whole bunch of people from around the world. As you said, people are traveling a lot of places to be here.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Jonathan and Gurdeep taking on here.
Bruce Williams. I thought they said Bruce Willis.
Yes, that would be amazing.
I had no idea that he was such an avid gamer. But
yeah.
Hey.
If he showed up here, why not? Why not? I think you guys get a lot of amazing people WrestleMania week. I would not be shocked.
Hey, you never know here. You never know here.
We were talking about games and growing up. Are there favorite video games for you? Like when you grew up as childhood games?
Well, I was again. I remember the first wrestling game I had was WrestleMania for Nintendo.
Yeah.
And that was a great one. Then I remember
Bam Bam Boogaloo would do this.
Yes.
Yeah, the cartwheels.
Then the Royal Rumble for Super Nintendo was awesome. I remember that one was like so groundbreaking and everything. And again, to see the evolution of games. Just kind of progress and go on. It's just amazing. And, especially what 2K has done and in terms of just upping the bar every year so much. And, seeing it from our perspective in terms of how we get scanned. Yeah. Just from last year to this year, it was amazing. Yeah. So, I can't wait for next year. So
the WWE 2K15 obviously already on sale, but we should mention that this DLC, The Path of the Warrior, will be on sale Tuesday. So you do not have to wait very long at all for that.
There we go.
We've talked about the Warrior specifically. He obviously had some great Mania moments, but in general, are there favorite WrestleMania moments for you, growing up? I should ask you even both growing up, but also now that you've been a part of it too. Is there a mixture of it?
The Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant WrestleMania 3, that will always, as far as just the imagery and the sheer magnitude of that, will always, in my opinion, live in my memory as the greatest WrestleMania moment I've seen. But then Hulk Hogan and The Rock too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So many.
Yep. All right, we're gonna see some people.
All
here
right,
to help
I think. This is the reigning, or I was gonna say the actually current WWE 2K14 champion. I believe, right? Xavier Woods.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I remember last year at the tournament he cleaned up.
Yeah, Xavier, he's pretty big on the video game front.
Avid gamer, and a nice guy.
We should mention now, we've got some superstars here along with yourself, and they're going to be serving in a coach capacity here for the people that are competing in this tournament. So that's a little some insight, from the people who are actually living this out that they're playing in the game.
There we go.
And WrestleMania 3, by the way, that was also the one, wasn't it, with Macho Man and Steamboat, another legendary match.
Yes,
there.
One of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. Yeah. And in terms of not only the match itself, but the impact it had on our business and what it took the, I don't want to use the term work rate, but work rate to the next level. Yeah. And it still affects how matches are put together to this day.
Well, you just think about a card that had both those matches alone.
Yeah.
That's pretty phenomenal. Because I was thinking about my favorite Mania matches a couple days ago, and Mania 3, it was like, because at first I'm like, was that the same Mania that those matches happened?
It was. And another great match from WrestleMania 3, Roddy Piper, Adrian Adonis. Yeah. I thought that was great, and just from a good story, and the match was entertaining. The match was awesome. And, it was just great. And I think it just gets lost because there were so many great matches on that card. Yeah.
Being a WWE superstar, you obviously have gotten your chance to meet a lot of these legends. What's that like, at this point? Is
great. I mean, it's just unbelievable to, you grow up and idolizing these guys. And then when you get to actually meet them, it's dream come true. You know? Yeah.
I mean, I imagine, like this is a hard job you're doing. It's, you kind of week in, week out, but then you've got to have those moments. I think we were even talking yesterday about when someone like Sting shows up.
It makes it all worth it. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a lot of those in your mind? Those you were mentioning getting in the video game and the action figure, but also just a checklist of when you were starting out here, your career of having those matches, those moments.
I have definitely in my career, I have been able to do some unbelievable stuff, and just being in the ring with people I grew up idolizing, and like I said, actually sharing a ring and being in there and getting able to do some stuff. It's awesome. Yep. Awesome. Oh, and here is Paige.
Yeah, we got our next coach coming up here.
There we
go. She has got her team here with her as well. She's got Lauren and Ricky. Paige will be supporting here.
All righty.
We got Lauren is from Brooklyn, New York, and we've got Ricky from Redwood City.
Awesome.
Coming down that ramp, I mean, I know you've done it a lot, but it's got to be pretty cool every time,
right?
It is.
It is, absolutely. Feeling like no other.
Yeah. Even the ring entrance here.
Yes.
when we were doing interviews here yesterday, and a lot of people were trying to sneak into that ring. So other Manias that leap out to you that are favorites? 3 is obviously it's hard to beat, but there's a lot to choose from.
Oh my God, yeah, just so many. I mean, like, God, first WrestleMania, you know, how groundbreaking was that? You know, WrestleMania 4 with the big tournament. That was awesome. So
I have a big memory, you know, more recent one, but kind of in the middle, I guess. But you know, 18, I believe it was, which was the Rock Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, again, one of those surreal things. I think we actually just talked about that not too long ago. Yeah, those guys just facing off. How surreal was that?
Right.
How awesome was it? It's just, yeah, you can't beat it.
Like with Sting showing up, it is one of those things where you're like, that's never gonna happen. That's a dream match.
It happened. It happened.
Yeah.
It happened. So here we go. Here we are.
With Sting showing up, yeah, it's like, you know, you're like, oh, it's if he was going to come to WWE, he was going to, but then
nope. But then here he is.
Proved everyone wrong.
Yep.
You are part of a very big match tomorrow. You know, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. You know, a bunch of competitors going in there. You know, are you pretty amped up for that?
I am very, very excited. Very happy about it. You know, going into it, Miz's personal assistant. I guess I have a job to do there, but you never know. WrestleMania when. Thousands and thousands of screaming fans. Who knows? You know.
You and Miz, you've had some issues of late.
We have. I think we've worked past them, though. You know, WrestleMania week, we've all kind of put our differences aside, and it's like the holiday season of WWE. You know.
Right. But then, of course, you know, yeah, like you said, it's WrestleMania. You're in a match that only one person can win.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining personal assistant. But
and he keeps saying, "Well, if he wins, I win." So you know, I guess I have to think about that.
Right. We were mentioning earlier we're going to have our next coach coming up here right now.
Here we go. Who is this?
This would be Mr. Sami
Zayn. Sami Zayn, look, coffee in hand.
Coffee in hand.
You know, or I think that's actually tea. He's actually got some tea there.
I like that. That's the mark of a good coach.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sami, we should say, is accompanied by Steve and Rick. So we've got Ricky and Rick. This is Rick. And yeah, we've got Steve, who I believe is from Miami, Florida, and we've got Rick, who's from San Antonio, Texas.
Alrighty.
Texas is a place where you guys will be traveling a year from now for the next WrestleMania.
Dallas, I believe, right? I believe.
Can't remember if Dallas, is it Arlington or Dallas? I don't remember.
In the area.
Oh yeah, in the area. I imagine you're very familiar with many parts of this country and this world.
Yes, I am.
This career. But yeah. We were saying with. Sting showing up, you know, backstage, I would imagine that has to just be one of those, you know, everyone stops what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely surreal. I was there Survivor Series, and one of the most surreal moments when he first kind of stepped foot in the WWE ring and you actually saw it live. Awesome. But again, you're going to get to relive that, WWE 2K15.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the really cool thing here is that, you know, we're talking about these manias from the past, and we're mentioning a lot of these very iconic people, and you getting to play has them all and kind of pitting them against each other. Again, because, you know, you guys, I'm sure you sit around and talk about all these guys from the past. And
yes. It is. And, like, the majority of WWE Superstars were fans.
Yeah.
And again, just to kind of be there and the whole thing is great. You know, to be a part of it. So.
When you guys are doing these dream bookings, as it were, you know, does it start to get like mock competitive? You know, because you're starting to think about like what you would do if you were in a.
It always does. That's just kind of nature of the beast.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Like backstage, you talking about like, well, then I would do this, and then he would do that.
Absolutely.
For you, with Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale tomorrow, is there, you know, we talked about Miz, but is there anyone else that, you know, think is pretty notable that you might need to watch out for, might be gunning for?
Again, you know, in that match, Kane, Big Show, those guys just speaks for himself.
Yeah.
And you know what? Again, at WrestleMania, where energy level is so high, everyone's so excited, you never, ever know. I mean, this could be a wild card, you know.
This is the second year they've done the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. It's Andre himself, obviously, such an iconic person. Let's see it here. We're going to get one more coach here for our fourth team. Whose music could that be? Oh.
There he is, Dolph Ziggler. And again, another beverage in hand.
Beverage in hand.
I think there's been a lot of people coming down with beverages. I think Dolph has some kind of a soft drink, maybe.
Yes.
You know, he's Dolph, very, very talented guy. One of the most talented guys I've ever been in a ring with. And that is
And he knows it, but you know.
Yeah, he does.
So we've got with Dolph here, we've got our team number 4. We've got Bryce and Mark. Bryce is from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay, yes, been there several times.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then we've got Mark, who is from Berkeley Springs, I believe, West Virginia.
Okay.
So we've got people from a bunch of different places here. You know, I don't think we actually forgot to mention the first group is Jonathan and Gurdeep. They'll be with Xavier.
Yeah.
Supported by him. So yeah, we've got a nice crowd here at Axxess. Axxess goes for several days leading up to Mania. What's it like for you to experience the whole thing of Axxess?
Again, Axxess, an opportunity to interact with the fans. You know, an opportunity to kind of meet people on a very intimate basis, talk to them. You know, pictures, autographs, the whole thing. And you know, on a side note, it's like the nostalgia part is great. Like just to kind of walk in the little area where they have, you know, the Warriors costumes, Randy Savage's costumes, some of the old titles. It's awesome. You know, and you can't help but be a kid.
Yeah. Is there something here this year that you've had that moment with, of you know, seeing and just being like, wow, that's.
Yeah, I would say Warrior and Randy Savage's outfits from the past, which was kind of bring back memories and everything. Yeah. Which we got to see in the DLC earlier. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
It all ties in here. So yeah, we've whittled it down now. We've got these 8 contestants.
All right.
You know, we came from a lot of people who are playing to be here to take this on, but
we're ready to go.
Yeah.
We are.
I think we're almost here to start this. We got a very pumped up crowd here. So besides your own match, what at Mania are you most excited about?
Well, again, they obviously, you know, let's talk about the pink elephant in the room, Roman versus Brock.
Yeah.
Right now, too close to call. I don't even want to think about well, I like to think about it, but I cannot deduce what is going to happen in that one, how that one's going to end. Sting versus Triple H, huge match. And again, Sting's first time competing. And it's going to be awesome. But I think we're about ready to get underway here.
Yep. I think we're going to start having these guys face off here.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this in there's going to be a couple different rounds here. Lauren and Ricky are going to start us off as Cena and Zayn. I believe Lauren is Cena.
All righty.
They actually both played as Cena to get here.
Wow,
I think we have two Cena fans on our hand here. Oh, no. Okay, we're selecting their final choices here. Oh, wait, almost for a second we had Cena Rusev, which we're a little sneak preview tomorrow. All right, we're going to get this is kind of a dream match here. We got this Cena and Michaels. Okay, Lauren is Shawn Michaels, okay. And Ricky is Cena. Does this seem familiar to you seeing Mr. Cena?
Yes, absolutely. I've actually been in the ring with both of these guys. Yeah, it's strikingly familiar.
Yes. Shawn Michaels, you know, he has a legendary WrestleMania history of his
absolutely, Mr. WrestleMania.
Mr. WrestleMania, very well-earned name here. When you guys are in the ring, you know, how much are you in tune with the crowd, because you got to face your opponent?
Well, you know what? To me, right now, what I'm doing, I'm completely in tune with. Like I really feel I have a good relationship with them, and it's totally like a very honest, organic, and truthful relationship with them. And so when I'm out there for them. You know, I know I'm the Miz's personal assistant and everything, but the WWE Universe, man, I'm telling you, fans like no other. No other.
The other relationship we should mention is the one with the ref, because the poor ref in this game just got knocked down. Is that constantly an interesting issue to that there is a third person in that ring with you?
It's happened before. But you know, it's a risk you take. You get in the ring, and there's an amount of risk you go. Just like, you know, as a gamer, you know, you can always blow a thumb out or carpal tunnel or anything, and you know, it's you got to pay to play.
Yeah. And we've got Ricky was going for the pin there, didn't quite pull it off.
And whoa, suplex. His feet hit the ropes there. You know, ring positioning is such an important part.
Oh yeah, you gotta imagine you always gotta keep in mind where those ropes are.
Yes.
Where those turnbuckles are.
Yes, yes.
Is there quite a bit of a learning curve there as you figure all that out?
Yes, there is. There's actually, like, you know, ring awareness is something that you just happen to get over time, and it only comes by repetition doing it, and it's just a, you know, a video game world. I would assume it's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. We got a little bit of back and forth offense going on here. Lauren now, Sean.
No.
Ricky's coming back strong.
That's right. Sean is working the leg. I see there. Yeah.
You know, look, Sean. He's had his back and forth. He's not always going to play clean.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess not.
But he definitely, no matter what, he gives us a lot of memorable Mania moments.
Yes, yes, and I mean, just look at the detail. Look at the referee there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's,
and the signs.
And again, you know, I actually may steal that. You actually ram a guy's head into the bottom turnbuckle. I think I may actually go just take that into my arsenal there.
I think that'd be great. I think the game teaches.
Yeah. There's a kick out right there.
I like how Cena looks a little upset there.
He does, yes. Again, look at the facial expression.
Yeah.
So look at the detail. Look at the just the life, like, you know what I mean?
And you're saying you did the digital scans. I imagine it's got to be a little of a surreal process. But then when you see the game, okay, this is why I did all this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What is that like, the digital scanning process?
That is, I said, you know, you're there, and there's so many different cameras around you.
Yeah.
And you're just every angle, every single facial expression, every little line, and I mean, it's unbelievable. So I mean, not that I have lines on my face. I actually been told I have a very, very good complexion.
There you go.
So, and I think this video game has captured that.
The smooth complexion.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And you know, it's just you know, I can't stress enough the importance of a good vitamin E face cream.
Right.
So.
Now, has Miz given you? I imagine Miz would probably give you more pointers than you even need with his Hollywood contacts.
Yeah, he has, but you know, he's actually kept his Hollywood contacts private for me, whereas I just kind of deal with him. And you know, I just like to get a little bit closer to the action right now. If
Understandable,
it's okay.
understandable.
And, I'm just going to kind of go up there and then just kind of see what's going on. If you'll.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. You got some work to do out there with the crowd, sir. The match here is going to continue. A lot of back and forth here with Lauren and Ricky. Once again, to remind you, Ricky is playing as Cena and Lauren is playing as Shawn Michaels. That's quite a bit of hits to the face. Now I'm going to be joined here now that Mr. Mizdow, he had to go out to do a little bit of commentary with the crowd here in the live Axxess call. But I'm joined by Mr. Matt Fowler, IGN writer. And Matt, would it be safe to say that you are, as the Mizdow is to the Miz, you are to Mizdow?
Really safe to say.
You're inceptioning here. You were Mizdowing Mizdow.
So here we got HBK versus Cena. This is Lauren and Ricky.
Yep.
We pulling favorites here. We rooting for anybody?
I'm not gonna root for anyone.
I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah, you're a New Yorker.
I'm going for the Brooklyn girl.
Right. Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm gonna try to stay straight out of it.
Neutral. Okay.
We'll see. Now, okay, Matt, you know everything about wrestling. How much did these guys get to face each other?
Well, they fought in a main event of a WrestleMania, but even more so, they were known for a rematch, a non-title rematch actually on Raw, where HBK actually got the win with Sweet Chin Music. It was considered one of the best matches of that year.
Yep. Again, so I mean, if you're specifically, you know, there's plenty of fans out there like Matt who are going to remember all these small specifics. You can kind of, this can be your replay of that match.
I see quite a few people have chosen Cena during this tournament.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Me and Mr. Mizdow were talking about how I believe both of these contestants.
So far, we've got Randy Orton with Bryce with Randy Orton.
These guys look pretty exhausted at this point.
So at this point, we've got Gurdeep as a winner. Oh.
No, this is actually Lauren and Ricky. So
Yeah. Gurdeep won, but now we've got another winner. We've got Ricky.
Yep.
Pulled it out.
All right, final four here.
HBK almost kicked out of that. Look at that. He wanted to.
That's
you can
right.
see that.
You can see
with Daniel
some of our
Bryan,
coaches there.
Ricky with John Cena,
Dolphin
Steve
Sammy
with
are
Randy
helping
Orton,
out
and
our
Bryce
contestants.
with Randy Orton. All right, unofficial poll. Who thinks Daniel Bryan's going to win this one tonight? Where are my Cena supporters out there? The C Nation, yeah? Or how about one of the two RKOs, yeah? All right, the crowd likes Randy Orton. So
All right.
we're going to get matches
we're
happening
whittling it
both
down
right here.
here. We're
So
getting down to our
both the
final
Randy
four.
Ortons, you guys are right over here. Both the Randy Ortons right
Matt,
over here.
you've seen
And
a lot of
then
WrestleManias.
Cena and
As far as dream
Daniel
matches
Bryan.
go, is there anyone
Cena,
like you, if you
Daniel
could just
Bryan.
have two wrestlers face each other, who would it be?
Yeah, we are on this one right over here.
Currently on the roster, or
Any.
I mean, I would pair Undertaker up with anybody.
Dolph, any strategy you've given?
I
if
told him to be
Undertaker
just
would
like the
continue
real
forever, it would
Randy.
just be like-
Be relentless.
Yeah, I
just
mean,
come
that's
out on
not
top.
possible, but
Very good.
that would be the ideal situation.
Orton versus Orton over here.
Sammy, what is your beverage
All
of
right, so we
choice?
got, you know, we're talking
this is
about
a mint
how,
tea
Lauren
with some
and Ricky
honey
just
for my
faced off.
soul.
They were
Very
both
good,
Cena
very good.
To get to this.
Very good. Shout
versus
instructions
Ricky.
better,
Cena.
correct?
Now we're gonna have
Very good.
some more guys going
Daniel
on here
Bryan.
We are.
to get down to the
All
final
right, Paige.
here.
Yeah,
Let's
we
talk
have.
about also
You're sticking with your
we
team
have,
Cena
yeah,
right over here, right?
The winner was going to receive
I
a
gave her some advice. I
PS4.
said,
They're
stay
going to get the
humble and hungry
WWE
for all of
2K
this.
title belt.
Yeah.
And they're going to get
I
a
have
trip
no
to the
other
next year's
talent.
WrestleMania, which is going to be in your neck of the
John
woods.
Cena.
That's true. Down in
We have
by
two
Dallas.
different
Yep.
versions
And,
of Randy
Arlington,
Orton going at
Texas.
it right here,
And
and
we've
then
seen
here
the
we have John
2K,
Cena and Daniel Bryan.
championship. Xavier Woods
Stop
is
that.
sporting
Here we
it.
go.
Oh, that's
Look at
right.
that.
Okay,
Stop
yeah, Xavier came out here with a belt earlier.
Where he won the talent.
Mr. Mizdow was talking to me
All
about
right,
that.
Ziggy, what's
Yeah.
happening over here?
2014
Are we going to have
champion Xavier
bald
Woods
right here.
RKO
We were talking
or
about Damian
slightly
about
short
that.
hair
Right here,
RKO happening right over here?
quick work of John
Ziggy, which
Cena
RKO is your team?
There's a reversal.
Bald or
Xavier,
hair?
you want to
He's taking him out. This is
I think
fair.
there's a
Can
real
we get the
belt.
competition,
Which is
please?
all like
Way
belts of the,
meaner Randy Orton. You have
Oh, it's
no
a cool looking
idea.
belt.
Yeah, that was back in the PG-13 days. So that's,
right.
yeah,
Ladies
you
and
gotta-
gentlemen, we have
get a
just
second?
experiencing a technical difficulty. Someone hit the pause button.
Come
Hold
on.
one
Now, I don't
second.
know if that's grounds for
We're gonna pause.
disqualification.
Bush
Some
League.
chicanery going
Guys,
on here.
let's hear it.
Okay,
Bush
now we
League
got
over here.
Gurdeep and Ricky taking on each
Oh.
other here.
Oh, Cena's taking it to Bryan
Okay,
over
so
here.
they've moved on. They're facing each other out.
And
We've got
all
a
for
I think
RKO versus-
SummerSlam rematch.
He
here.
hit the
Hey,
pause
RKO.
button to let his thumbs regroup. Get the blood
Daniel
back
Bryan
in his
and
thumbs.
John
That's-
Cena, yeah.
That is going to be grounds very questionable.
I was
very,
present
very
for the
questionable.
SummerSlam
Yes.
where Daniel Bryan
We're
had his
going to go to
victorious
the World
moment over
2K
John
Gaming
Cena,
Commission for
only
that.
to have it cruelly snatched away mere moments later.
By Triple H and Randy Orton.
Yes, yes. We were all so we got Ricky here playing as Cena, and that would be Gurdeep as Daniel Bryan.
Right now, Gurdeep's in charge.
Daniel Bryan, who obviously has had quite the ascension the last couple of years, and quite the WrestleMania story. You know, you and I have been present for the last several WrestleManias to see him go from the sort of infamous loss to Sheamus.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, the mere seconds, thanks to the kiss with AJ to the loss, and then really also not having anything set up for him after the Royal Rumble last year.
Yep.
And getting sort of put into the main event by the fans, the fan swell of support for Daniel Bryan sort of moved him into two matches, two huge matches at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, and it was a pretty amazing night. Like I said, having been there for SummerSlam when he beat Cena and getting that, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute we had of amazing victory only to get it snatched away, then to get it at Mania where it actually got to play out. He got to...
It got to play out. I don't know. He's got this rear naked choke locked in here. He's got it locked in. He broke him. He broke him. Gurdeep
There you go.
just broke Cena. Only here will you see the man who never quits quit, John Cena,
That's right.
in the ring.
He just, it was just a little too much for him there with Gurdeep, you know.
Gurdeep now moves to the finals.
Yeah, we're getting closer here. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here to who's going to win this. Once again, we should mention the Path of the Warrior DLC is coming out on Tuesday. So now we've got to get Bryce and Steve, I believe, are facing off against each other. Steve beat Bryce there.
Okay, Steve is moving into the final round.
Gurdeep versus Steve.
Your strategy going into this. Make him
So
tap
yeah,
out.
we've got
Make him tap out. Okay, and
some
sir, your
triumphant
strategy
coaches
going
here.
into this.
RKO out of nowhere.
RKO out of nowhere. Very good. I'm going to turn it over to Xavier Woods, our reigning champion.
I was going to say with the strategy of RKO out of nowhere, you cannot, because you will simply see that an RKO is ready. So my man right here using Daniel Bryan is going to make you tap, and he will be the 2015 2K champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to you. By a show of applause, how many people are going to bet on Daniel Bryan? How many people are going to go with the RKO out of nowhere? Well, it looks like we're about 50-50 on this, so we're going to settle this the old-fashioned way.
All right, so we've got Steve taking on Gurdeep here. We got Gurdeep. I might massacre this. If so, I apologize to you, Gurdeep, for being from High Wycombe, England. I'm gonna go for it. Why not? And then Steve from Miami, Florida.
That's true. We've got Miami, the home of WrestleMania a few years ago, and the only non-American right now competing in this tournament. He made it all the way to the finals. He came over from England.
And we should say we have some coach showdowns there, because we got Xavier with Gurdeep and Zane with Steve.
Okay.
And here we go. You see how it got down to this. Once there were 8. Now there are 2.
We'll have to see who they're going to go with, who they're picking to play.
Yep. All right, yeah, so here you see Sami Zayn and Xavier Woods psyching up their contestants, and maybe a little trash talk.
Okay, Gurdeep's got to probably go with Daniel Bryan again, wouldn't you think?
I would think maybe, but we'll see. Maybe switch it up. He is doing the yes chant though. Give you a little idea of WWE Axxess and how many freaking people are here. There's a lot.
There are a lot of people here right now to see the crowning of the champions.
Yes, that's true. And I was talking to Ms. Dell earlier, about all the costumes you can see, all the stuff from the past wrestling, and of course you can meet quite a few of the wrestlers that are here this weekend, who are going to be hanging out and meeting the fans
of this title. I mean, this is an actual title we're fighting for, ladies and gentlemen. And
all
whoever
right.
wins this, they
Orton
get to
and
keep
Bryan.
the title. Xavier Woods,
right.
your defending 2000 or 2K14 champion. This is a big one.
I believe is Bryan.
And I think we're getting ready. We're warming up, and we are about
Steve's
to get
going
this
with Randy
underway.
Orton.
Going with
So
Orton.
let's see who comes out on top.
While they're wearing shirts of other wrestlers, just to throw us off.
Yeah. We are not watching Macho Man versus The Rock.
Right.
We're making
That'd be
our
great
own
as well.
WrestleMania moment, ladies and gentlemen, right here at Axxess.
All right, here we
in
go.
the gaming world.
Early
Give
advantage
yourselves a round of
for Deep.
applause.
See, now we can talk about that infamous SummerSlam moment.
That's true. And we've got let's see, is Gurdeep going to go for a submission win again here, like he used to beat his opponent in the last round?
Do you stick with
the
success?
naked choke? He seems to do that. Daniel Bryan's got the striking.
Sorry, we had a mix-up there. Steve is Randy Orton. Oh no,
Yeah,
we
no,
had that right.
Steve is Randy Orton.
Yeah, so Gurdeep's really dominating here. Got to say, so far.
Yeah, he just seems to he just wants to make people give up.
Yeah,
that's what.
Why not?
That brings him joy. So why
wouldn't that
take
make
it away
you
from
give
him?
up? Wouldn't that make you a happy, Matt?
It would.
To make people give up
Just
constantly.
to make people constantly quit. Yeah.
Yes.
He's just locking in these submission holds.
Yeah,
It seems to work really well for him.
Got to hand it to Gurdeep here. Yeah, he has really been dominating since the start of this match. Oh, wait. There we go. Steve kind of turning around there. Let's see if he can capitalize on that. Maybe not. But okay so far.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to go for the submission too.
Right.
He's got the neck wrench back. He's got the knee in the back.
Two can play at that game. All right, and we've had a pretty big reversal here from how things were the first couple minutes.
Yeah, the tables have turned.
Yeah. But haven't we learned, Matt, to expect the unexpected?
We have. Anything
WWE.
can happen, actually, is what we've come to expect. I believe it was philosopher David Hume who said that nothing can be unexpected, and I think that's the motto.
And Vince McMahon backed him up on that.
He did. He's a huge follower of David Hume.
Both of these guys have some big Mania matches tomorrow, though not with each other.
Now we've got Rollins taking on Seth Rollins taking on Randy Orton in a grudge match, and then Daniel Bryan is part of the Intercontinental title ladder match.
A ladder match, much like the ladder match Matt and I played this morning, playing 2K15.
That's true. It was Steve Austin versus Goldust at SummerSlam in a ladder match.
A match that we have not seen in real life, but you can get to do in the game, very fortunately.
And how long did it last? 2 hours?
I
think
about that. We were so evenly matched, Matt. That was the problem.
Evenly matched, equally inept.
Right.
Is probably another phrase.
Maybe the tables are turning again. Gurdeep seems to be coming back strong here.
Well, you know, wrestling over in England, it's very mat-based, very psychological. A lot of submission holds, and I think Gurdeep is following that tradition right now.
I like to believe that's exactly what's going on psychology-wise here. Yep, reversal. I think we've got a pretty good final two here, though. These guys are definitely bringing it to each other.
That's true. No, there's no give on either side. One side will get off a few moves, and then quickly reversed, followed up by the opponent.
I'll be honest, the first couple minutes had me thinking it'd be all Gurdeep all the time. But Steve's come back strong now.
Yeah, reversal after reversal. Nope. Having none of that RKO.
Blocked the RKO.
That RKO was not out of nowhere. It was out of somewhere.
That was out of somewhere. Daniel Bryan saw it out of somewhere and stopped it.
And now he's going into his run, duck, and closing. Now.
For a second, it looked like Orton might.
Nope. Rope break saved him from the S-lock. Is there a contingency plan for a draw?
I don't know. I think there can't be a draw, Matt. There's got to be.
So they fight for real, right?
Yeah.
If it goes to a draw in the virtual world,
yes,
then
we'll
they fight for real.
bring out a ref, a WWE ref.
And he rear naked choke, got him the win again.
Gurdeep.
Gurdeep is our champion.
Yep.
Shock.
Congratulations.
Xavier Woods is a proud coach. Okay, so dual belts. Look at that.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, look at the 2K. So because Xavier, he is the professional champion.
Not only can he win the championships himself, he can lead others to victory. A proud coach, a big moment for Gurdeep, and for England. Let's face it.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. And remember, everybody, you can always say, the 2015
And once again, we
WWE
should mention that the winner, which is Gurdeep, he's going to win a
there.
PS4.
And there's
he's
a
going to
shirt.
get
You
that
can
belt
go
he's
visit the
carrying right
merchandise
now.
stand
And he's,
actually
you know,
buy
he's
the
getting to
shirt
go to
that
Mania
says,
this
"I
year. Well,
was
guess what? He
there."
gets to
You
come
were there
back
for
next year. We
WrestleMania,
were mentioning
you were there for
earlier.
WrestleMania
He will be
Axxess,
in
there for the video game
my area
tournament,
of the
and we
country.
hope to all see you
Arlington,
next year. Thank you
Texas
very
for
much.
WrestleMania 32. I would. All right. Well, that was it. That was the Path of the Warrior DLC. We should mention again. Comes out on Tuesday. You know, you can play it right. That's just a few days away. But before then, we've got plenty more for WrestleMania. WrestleMania 31 is tomorrow. Mr. Fowler, you're going to be having a live blog from it. We'll be reading.
I will. I'll be blogging along with and sharing the results with everybody at IGN while WrestleMania 31 is going on.
Yep, and we should all do a little free plugs here. We got some interviews up on the site with Paul Heyman, with Dean Ambrose, and we're going to have some video reaction on Monday as well. In the meantime, though, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this. You know, we got a lot of great competitors here. We've got our winner, Gurdeep. You can pick up the Path of the Warrior DLC, though, on this Tuesday. Thanks a lot, and for plenty more on WrestleMania and WWE, keep it here locked at IGN.